notes up right now only,
Okay.
actually.
You have
Yeah.
completed.
No, like
Okay.
I just read through them,
Okay.
half
Okay.
of them. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Yes. Who will revise? Who will actually tell what we have done in the last lecture? Where did we stop?
Lagrange's method to find extreme values.
I can't hear you. Can you please repeat?
Lagrange's method to find extreme values.
Yes, Lagrange's method to find extreme values. We have defined the mechanism. Can you just revise it for the other students? Siddesh, I think so it was, no?
Yes, ma'am. Can I?
Yes, yes. Vedanta can.
Ma'am, first of all, you define just five equations which were used for the above examples. There
Hmm.
are something phi into xyz is equal to 0. That f is equal to u plus
Yeah,
sigma phi, and sigma is not equal to 0. There sigma is the undetermined multiplier.
correct. Lagrange's undetermined multiplier. When do we use this method?
Then
When do
dx by dx equals to 0, df by dy equals to 0, and df by dz equals to 0.
yeah, correct. And we
And
solve them. Hmm.
yes,
Solve them to get the value of those extreme values or extreme points. When do we use this method? See, we have done maximum.
The condition is also given.
Correct, very good. So in general, maxima minima technique can be used to find the maximum value or minimum value, but that will be for two variables. F of xy is equal to the function which has to be optimized, maximized or minimized is considered to be u or f of xy, which has to be what we do in that will be a function of two variables. But in case the function is of three variables, there are two ways. Either you can convert the third variable to in terms of the first two, or go by Lagrange's method. But one more plus point or one more important point which is required for Lagrange's is there should be one more extra condition, as one of the students said. So Lagrange's method is used to find the extreme values of a function in three variables. We cannot identify. The drawback of this method is what? We cannot actually tell that it has maxima or minima. We have to, we'll be getting only the extreme values, extreme points and extreme values. Okay. Then what is the other thing? Alternative method by maxima minima you can go if one of the variable is depending on the other. If not, then you have to go by Lagrange's method. We find that deb f by deb x equal to 0, deb f by deb y equal to 0, deb f by deb z is equal to 0. These are three equations. Phi is equal to 0 is one equation. Given function u which has to be optimized is another equation. So there are around 5 equations. Out of this 5 equations, you have to use all of them and eliminate x, y, z and lambda, so that you get an equation in u. The roots of this equation in u will be your extreme values. That will give you the maximum or minimum. Okay. Only thing we cannot identify whether it is maximum or minimum in case of the method of maximum minima, where we used to find r s t and rt minus s square greater than 0 and r greater than 0 minima, rt minus s square greater than 0 and r less than 0 maximum. We were actually telling that this is maximum or this is minimum. But in case of Lagrange's method, we cannot tell that. Okay. So now let's go to the example. Take down the example. Why did we actually start with this? The question which I had given you, 120. Divide 120 in three parts so that the continued product of two, sum of the product taken two at a time should be maximized. So that question can also be solved by Lagrange's. So first we'll solve that and then we'll see another questions. So take down the question once again and write down, solve it by using Lagrange's method. The question is, take down, divide 120, divide 120 in three parts, divide 120 in three parts so that, divide 120 in three parts, okay, so that sum of the product taken two at a time, sum of the product taken two at a time, sum of the product taken two at a time is maximum. Sum of the product taken two at a time is maximum. Okay. So what is the function which has to be optimized? What you have to do in Lagrange's method and write down again by using Lagrange's method. By using Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier. The lambda which is there is called as Lagrange's undetermined multiplier. Okay. So first of all, you should identify the function which has to be optimized, maximize or minimize. Yeah, this function the extreme values you have to find. That is your u. So which is the function whose extreme values you have to find? Read the question and see whether you can analyze that. Whether what is u? The function which has to be optimized means जिसकी maximum या minimum value find करनी है. Which is that function that you tell me? Sum of the product taken two at a time should be maximum. So what is
xy
that
plus
function?
yz, xy plus yz plus xz.
plus xz.
Xy plus yz plus zx. This is the function. Sum of the product taken two at a time. What are the three terms? Let x, y, z. Just mention this in the data. Let x, y, z be three parts of 120. Let x, y, z be three parts of 120. Okay. Then the function which has to be optimized is sum of the product taken two at a time. तो ये three variables है उनमें से दो अगर साथ में दिया उनका sum दिया. So xy is one product, yz is second product, zx is third product. And adding them, this function has to be optimized. Under what condition? What is the condition? Phi of xyz, not phi multiplied by xyz. Phi of xyz मतलब the condition which has to be satisfied by xyz. What's the condition that should be satisfied? X plus y plus z should be 120. That means x plus y plus z minus 120 should be 0. Is this clear to everyone, the condition? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to write down capital F. So let's start from step 1 is you write F is equal to u plus lambda phi. We are going to make use of this lambda. The lambda is non-zero and called as Lagrange's. I am writing in short Lagrange's undetermined multiplier. Okay, that's lambda. So what is capital F now? Capital F is xy plus yz plus zx plus lambda times phi. What is phi? X plus y plus z minus 120. Always phi has to be written as equal to 0. That's why x plus y plus z, which was 120, is converted to x plus y plus z minus 120 is equal to function f, capital F. Now we have to find lambda f by lambda x equated to 0. So what is the derivative of this function with respect to x? X into 1, y constant है, then we
Y
partial
plus
derivative.
z plus lambda equal to 0.
Very good. So it is y plus z plus lambda into derivative of x is 1. Those who don't know, please listen. X, y, z, three variables हैं. तो उसमें से when we are taking differentiation with respect to x, y and z will be constant. So derivative of x with respect to x is 1, which is multiplied by lambda. So we get lambda. Derivative of y and z is constant. They are constant. That's why the derivative is 0. So this will be equal to 0. यहाँ पे x, you have x into y, so derivative of x is 1, derivative of y is constant, f is. Plus यहाँ पे z as it is, derivative of x is 1, so it will be y plus z. Then delta f by delta y. What is delta f by delta y? x plus z plus lambda is equal to 0. Then delta f y, delta z. What is delta f by delta z? X plus y plus lambda is equal to 0. Now we have to make use of these three equations. I'll call this as 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Which is the first equation? U is the first equation, and phi is the second equation. So we make use of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to eliminate lambda, x, y, z, and get the values of x, y, z, so that your U will be maximum. So now from 3, 4, and 5, from equation 3, 4, and 5, what do you have? Y plus z is equal to minus lambda, x plus z is equal to minus lambda, and x plus y is equal to minus lambda. So all three are equal. So y plus z is equal to x plus z is equal to x plus y. What will this give you? First two will get cancelled, z will cancel z and you get y is equal to x. Isn't it? Yes or no? And then from this two you get z is equal to y. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
And that means, and therefore x is equal to y is equal to z. You got this point. So what is this? Is the value of x, y, z. This is the relation between x, y, z. Okay. If you want to get the equated to k, then get the value of k. Rather than that, this question is simple. You can get the value of x, y, z immediately. Now using two, that is phi. Using phi of x, y, z, which is x plus y plus z minus 120 is equal to 0, gives you 3x, because x is equal to y is equal to z. 3x minus 120 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 120 by 3, which is 40. So therefore x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 40. That is the point. That is the point. 40, 40, 40 is the extreme point. Is the extreme point which gives you the extreme value. Gives you the extreme value. What is the maximum value of u? Put that value of xy as 40, xy z as 40, 40, 40. So it will be 3 times 40 into 40. Check it. All of them are same. No? So it will be 3 times xy can be. So 3 times xy means 3 into 40 into 40. So 4 4 is 16 and 16 into 3. 4800. So maximum value is this, which we got by maximum minimum also same. Is this okay? The extreme value. But here we are not going to prove that it is maximum or minimum, since in the question it is mentioned find the maximum value. This will be the maximum value that we have to say. Or you can say the extreme value of the function u by Lagrange's method is 4800. If it is not mentioned maximum or minimum. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this method is quite easy or rather short, but it is insufficient because we are not able to prove that it is maximum or minimum. The plus point of the previous method is we are proving that it is maximum or minimum. Okay. So is the method clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you completed writing?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
yeah, actually last time when we were talking about Viva, you said that we'll take completely on third unit. So like all of the students in the
Yeah. Just a second. Let us complete the syllabus, and if time permits, then we will discuss about that. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. X is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 40, where p is equal to that 40, 40, 40 is the one, and maximum value is 4800. Okay. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So take down the next question. There are two more questions that I want to do. Then we will discuss with them. Okay. Take down. Use Lagrange's method. Use Lagrange's method to find. Use Lagrange's method to find the minimum distance. Use Lagrange's method to find the minimum distance. The minimum distance from origin. Minimum distance from origin. From origin to the plane. To the plane. 3x plus 2y plus z. 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to 12. 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to 12. Using Lagrange's method, find the minimum distance from the origin to the plane. 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to 12. Now just see, this is a three-dimensional plane. Plane is in xyz. So we have to consider 3D object or three dimension xyz. Your plane is given to you, and you have to find what is the point on this plane, which is at a minimum distance from the origin. So you can visualize this type of diagram. Okay, and then you can try to understand which is the function which has to be optimized and what is the condition under which has to be optimized. Okay. So can anybody just tell me how you will go about? So this is your 3D. So I will call this as say x. This is x-axis. This is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay. Then suppose your plane is here. Something like this. Your plane is this. And this is a rough sketch, okay, because exactly we are not drawing. So this plane is nothing but 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12 equal to 0. How do we draw that plane? We are going to see in M2 what is the meaning of 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12 equal to 0. Few of you all must be knowing also. There is something called as normal to the plane, the line which is perpendicular to the plane, that it has direction ratios. Those 3 to 1 are the direction ratios of that normal to the plane. What are direction ratios? Those are some numbers which are proportional to direction cosines. What are direction cosines? Direction cosines are the angle made by the line OP. Any point if you have P, then origin से point P तक join करना है. That line will make some angles with x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Cos of that alpha, beta, gamma direction cosines. Numbers proportional to those are called direction ratios. Such direction ratios are associated with normal to this plane. Normal matlab line perpendicular to this plane. That gives you this coefficient A, B, C, which helps us to write down the equation of plane. This we are going to see in 3D geometry, that is coordinate axis of x, y, z, rather 3D as well as 2D. How do we get that? What is the representation of x, y, z, Cartesian coordinates, polar coordinates, spherical polar coordinates, cylindrical polar coordinates, all those things we are going to see in M2. So right now, this is the plane which is 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, we want to find which is the point, which is, say this is the point P, X, Y, Z. We may feel that this is the closest to the origin. Are you getting it? Find the point on the plane which is nearest to origin. So I have to find distance between OP. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And P is any point X, Y, Z. We are not taking that to be a fixed point. We are going to find that point which will be nearest to the origin. Okay? So I have to find distance. So distance OP, what is the formula of distance? Let's find the distance between 2 points. The coordinate subtraction
x2 minus x2.
x minus 0 the whole square.
2 minus x1.
Very good. Origin is 0, 0, 0. So x
Y
minus 0
square
the
plus
y minus 0 the whole square. Very good. Plus z minus 0 the whole square. So actually it is root of x square plus y square plus z square. Distance. If I take now this as a function to be optimized, then when I want to take the derivative, Lagrange's method or it is maxima minima method, we have to take derivative. So square root derivative will become a bit complicated, 1 upon 2 root and so. So what I will do is, I will square this. So distance OP square is nothing but x square plus y square plus z square, correct? And this I will consider as u. Because if I get x, y, z, then I got this u, still I can put it in distance OP square root and get the minimum distance. That's why for our convenience we make the derivative simple and taking u is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Is this okay, everyone? Because I have to minimize the distance. So distance formula has to be taken as u. Now what is the extra condition which is given? Whose distance we are finding from O to P? Where is this P? Where this point P should be?
On the plane.
On the outer distance.
Correct. On this plane. So what's the condition on that P? That P should be lying on this plane. So the function phi, which is extra condition, phi of x, y, z is nothing but 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12 should be 0. Is this clear? What is the extra condition? What that point has to satisfy? It should lie on this plane. That x, y, z should satisfy this equation. That's why phi is 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12 equal to 0. And now once you know these two things, u and phi, rest of the things are same. The method is same. So you can start with that. So let me write down step 1. What is step 1? Step 1 is capital F is equal to construct capital F is equal to u plus lambda phi. Where lambda is non-zero, Lagrange's undetermined multiply. Okay? Fine. So now write down what is the actual value of capital F. Capital F is x square plus y square plus z square. This is just u plus lambda into 5 is 3x plus 2y plus z minus 12. This is your function capital F. Okay? This is the function capital F. Now you have to find delta F by delta x. What is delta F by delta x?
2x plus 3 lambda.
2x plus 3 lambda.
2x plus 3 lambda.
Yes. Who are other students will tell me? Like Yashika's
2y plus 2 lambda.
2y plus 2 lambda.
2y plus 2 lambda.
2y plus 2 lambda. Yes, Rohit, you are there? Row number 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is delta F by delta z?
Ma'am, delta F by delta Z.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Differentiate it.
it would be 2
Right here. Go ahead. Derivative of this is respect to z.
2z
Plus
lambda.
z.
Lambda.
That's correct. Because z is only present with degree 1, derivative of z with respect to z is 1, which is multiplied by lambda. X and y are constant, derivative is 0, derivative of n is also 0. So these are our equation 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and first two equations are u is first equation and 5 is second equation. Yes, roll number 14 from D division, you are there? 1-4. Roll number 14, division D.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What will you get with the help of equation 3, 4, and 5? Lambda value you are going to get? 2x plus 3, lambda is 0. So are you going to get lambda from this in terms of x?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me that value.
On 3.
2x upon 3 will be minus lambda. Correct? From equation 4, what do you get?
Y is equal to minus lambda.
Y is equal to minus lambda. And from 5, what do you get?
Lambda is equal to minus
2z is equal to minus lambda. That means all three are equal now. All of them are minus lambda. So I am eliminating lambda first. So if I do that, what's the value of what you are going to get is? You see this part. Have you finished writing this part? Distance and all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me rub off this. So what you are going to get is 2x by 3 is equal to y is equal to 2z. Correct? I'll compare this with k. I'm eliminating now. This is an example where I'm eliminating x, y, z in terms of k. Get the value of k and back substitute, that will be the x treatment. So what is x in terms of k? X will be 3k by 2. Y will be k. And z will be k by 2. Correct? So put x, y, z in 5. So what is phi equation? This is the equation phi. Therefore, 3 into 3k by 2 plus 2 into k plus k by 2 minus 12 is equal to 0. So simplify this and get the value of k. Everyone try and put it in the message box. What's the value of k?
Ma'am, 12 by 7.
Yes, I think so. That's right.
Maximum.
Everybody is getting 12 by 7. So it is.
Yes.
Yes. Should I write it or everybody knows how to get it? Okay, I'll do it.
Got it, ma'am.
So that is 14k is equal to 24. 9 plus I taken the LCM, and that's why k is equal to 12 by 7.
7.
And therefore, what's the value of x? X was 3 k by 2. So 3 by 2 into 12 by 7. So that is
18 by 7.
18 by 7. This is 18 answer. It is 6 into 3, 18. Y is equal to k. So it is 12 by 7. And z is equal to k by 2. That is 6 by 7. So what is our extreme point? Therefore, P, which is at the minimum distance from origin is, the point is 18 by 7, 12 by 7, 6 by 7 is the nearest point on plane, from origin. We cannot prove it is, but Lagrange's method gives it. Okay? If you want, what you can cross check whether this point lies on the plane or not. Since we have solved the value of k with the help of phi of x, y, z only, obviously it will lie, but you can cross check. So is it clear what is the use of this Lagrange's method? We can get the extreme value or we can get the points which are nearest from the origin to the plane and all those type of things we can solve. Now one theoretical, and also find the distance that we have not found. Huh? The distance between OP. What will be the formula? We have already seen what the formula. Root square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So check that and tell me what is distance OP. Root of something. 18 square plus 12 square plus 6 square divided by 7 square is obviously
Root 14 by 7.
root 14. Check once again.
Root 14.
6 root 14. It can be. I have not cross-checked this. Just take this 36 inside and tell me what's that value. Root of
504.
It's 504.
correct. That's right. Root of 504. That's right. Okay. So is the method clear to everyone? Now, what is the most important thing is? We are actually in your MCQ exam also this lengthy processes won't be asked. We'll ask you short things. If the value, how to eliminate. If these are the three equations, then what is the elimination? What is the value of x in terms of k, or using the value of x, y, z in terms of k, what is the point? Such type of things they can ask. But you should know the entire example. Once you know the entire example, you can solve any MCQ. Okay. Now, one theoretical question, let us do it. Theoretical in the sense, we are going to prove it with the help of Lagrange's that the triangle, if it satisfies certain equation, then it should be maximized. The function should be maximum if it is an equilateral triangle. So let's do that example, and then type 2. I will just tell you the method. It's not there for you in the syllabus, but still, if MCQ on only the theory part is asked, then you should not skip it. That's why I tell you. Take down the question which I want to discuss with you. Yeah. As the dimension of a triangle, capital ABC, dimension of the triangle, capital ABC, are varied. As the dimensions of triangle, capital ABC are varied. Capital ABC are varied. Capital ABC are varied. Show that maximum value of cos A, cos B, cos C. Maximum value of cos A, cos B, cos C is obtained when the triangle is equilateral. When the triangle is equilateral. Such type of questions may be there in your exams also, okay? As well as MCQ questions which are there for GATE and all, there also it will be there. So what's the question? Let me repeat. As the dimensions of the triangle capital ABC are varied, show that the maximum value of cos A, cos B, cos C. So you are given the function which has to be maximized. What it is? Cos A, cos B, cos C. This has to be maximized. Is obtained when the triangle is equilateral. So you have to prove that the angles ABC, if they are considered to be angles, then angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. Then it will be an equilateral triangle. That is the extreme value or extreme point. What is the condition? What is the extra condition that you have to use? Whoever will answer this will get a bonus point in Viva. क्या है? What is the condition it will satisfy? And tell your name first.
So,
Ma'am, sum of three
TA
angles
is
is
equal to
180.
180 degree.
Who are this?
TA is equal to 180.
Whose voice is this?
It's two people told.
Yeah, two people. Shivam Bharti is one, and who's the other?
Sandesh.
Sandesh. Okay, fine. Good. So roll number 6, D6, and I think so D.
57.
57. Okay, fine. Okay, so what I was saying, that's the correct answer. You have to use the content. Students may be knowing it, but they didn't get first. That's it. No other worry. So what I was saying, yes, what is the function to be maximized? Cos A, cos B, cos C. Use this. Okay. Now which are the variables here? Which are the variables? Anybody else?
ABC.
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 Yes.
ABC.
Very good. Very good. So what will be the derivatives that we are going to see later on?
Miss, but if ABC are variables, but in equilateral they are constant angles, no?
We are taking that these are all possible factors. Yes,
Okay.
and it is said the dimension can be varied so that this function will have maximum if it is an equilateral triangle. All
Okay.
general, okay? Yeah. So u is equal to cos A, cos B, cos C. That's a function which has to be optimized under the condition that phi is nothing but A plus B plus C should be 180. So minus phi should be 0. A plus B plus C should be pi 180. Okay. Now therefore step 1, which is capital F. Those who have understood what to do, you can go ahead and tell me the fact. Tell me the derivatives. Because after at the end you know the output. What the output? A should be equal to B should be equal to C. That should be a final answer. But initially, what will be the derivatives that you have to take? U plus lambda phi. This is the function. That is nothing but cos A, cos B, cos C plus lambda times phi is A plus B plus C minus phi. This is the function. So yeah, one more chance to score the marks other than roll number 6 and 57. Whoever will tell me.
Minus sin A cos B cos C.
Wait, tell me what is the derivative you are going to take.
DF by
Del A by del A. Del A. Del A. Minus sin A cos B cos C. Plus lambda.
Deva F by Deva A. Whoever is scored is put your roll number in the chat box. Deva F by Deva A. Deva F. Only those, okay? I put your Yashika's voice. Deva F by Deva
I
A.
was also there.
Shivam.
No, ma'am, Sumit.
Sumit. Okay. One. Fine. Yeah, Deva F by Deva A. Then Deva F by Deva B. And Deva F by Deva C. D30, C55, D8. Yeah, you go ahead with the derivatives and tell me the values. Yeah. So derivative of f with respect to a is cos A, cos B, cos C plus lambda times A plus B plus C minus phi. What will be the thing? Derivative? Minus
sin A.
Sin A cos B cos C
Cos C plus lambda.
Plus lambda.
yes. Yeah, now let me give chance to Ankita, tripod you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me the derivative of f with respect to b. Derivative of f with respect to b. This function which is f, you have to differentiate this with respect to b. So cos A, cos C will be constant. What's the derivative of cos B?
Minus sin C
Sin C
plus
minus sin B
plus lambda.
plus lambda is later on. But what about cos B and cos A and cos C? They are constant, na? They won't be multiplied.
Yes.
How did I get this? Yes, the ones which are constant are kept as it is. So you have cos A and cos C are as it is. So cos A constant they are, so they will remain as it is. Cos A, cos C is as it is. Derivative of cos A is minus sin B. Now we tell you what the derivative of f with respect to C. If you have understood this.
Minus sign B.
Minus sin
Minus
Sin C
sin C.
Minus
cos
sin
A
C.
plus sin C
plus A
Cos
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 B
B
cos
cos A
A
cos
if
cos
B
lambda
A
equals to 0.
Very
plus
good.
lambda equals
plus
0.
lambda equal to 0.
Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Now, with the help of these three equations, call this as 3, 4, and 5. And comparing the value of lambda, what will you get?
Tan A equal to tan B equal to tan C.
Very good. From 3, 4, 5, we get. Everybody understood it? How we got it? We can divide by cos A, cos B, cos C, divide by u. We get tan A
Tan A equal to tan B.
to
Tan
tan
B
B.
equal to tan C. Equal to tan
When is this
C.
possible? When is this possible? When the value
B equals to C.
when
Yes.
A is equal to C. That is, what is that? That is the given triangle.
3A.
Triangle is
Equilateral.
yes, equilateral.
It is equilateral.
Yes, that is.
Equilateral triangle.
Very good. So A is equal to, and if you want, you can write A plus B plus C is 5. Therefore, A plus B plus C is equal to 5 by 3. 60, 60, 60. Okay?
60.
That's it. So, therefore, the given triangle is equilateral. Okay? Now, value of u. Yes, therefore, the value, extreme value of u, you can say, extreme value of u is equal to cos of pi by 3, cos of pi by 3, cos of pi by 3. What's the value of cos pi by 3? 1 by 2, na?
1 by 2. 1 by 8.
So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is
1 by 8.
1 by 8.
1 by 8.
Okay, that's it. So that's your extreme value. So such type of things, small things I'm going to ask in a Viva also, and one example particular, and almost small changes in all the questions that I'm going to ask. And I want to get the point clear from you that what is this, which part of it is going to be used throughout your engineering. Partial derivatives are there, which should be useful. Rate of change, wherever there is rate of change, you have derivatives. Then you are going to use ordinary derivative if there is single independent variable. Then you are going to use partial derivative when there are more than one independent variable. Such type of small questions will be there. So anytime if we take any unit we take, then it should not be difficult. First of all, I'll ask you to introduce yourselves, and then how you are going to use maths in your engineering, or rather, unit 1, which part is useful, unit 2, how it is useful, unit 3, how it is useful. That I'm going to ask. So make some small application. Don't actually explain a varied application of maths. So for example, you can say derivatives will be useful wherever there is rate of change. For example, velocity, acceleration, everywhere there is derivative. Whenever it goes for more than one variable, for example, maxima, minima, we are going to use partial derivatives for more than one independent variable. Then the first unit which we studied was Taylor series, Maclaurin series, and so on. So if I want approximation of a function, then we are going to use Taylor series. If I want to know Taylor series, I should know the existence of derivative. For existence of derivative, we have what we have done, mean value theorem. Those gives you the existence of mean value theorem. What is the basic difference between Lagrange's and other mean value theorem? So Lagrange's is going to give you what? Lagrange's is going to give you the tangent parallel slope, which is
Of the tangent, which is
parallel to the slope of the end points. Okay, or even if that is becoming too high, whatever we have done, the definitions of Lagrange's mean value theorem, such type of questions, if theory or if technical mathematics question is asked, then it will be like, what is the statement of Lagrange's method, mean value theorem, who implies what, the MCQs that we have done, those same thing. And I want to ask you very varied questions also, whatever we have done. So no need to study also too much. If you are not able to answer one question, I'll ask you another one. But basically, you should be able to communicate in English. And secondly, you should be telling me how you are going to use derivatives, integrations, then whatever you have studied. For example, Fourier series, where you will be using whenever it is a periodic function, and if you want to see what is the representation, series representation, we are going to make use of Fourier series. Why Fourier series is important? Because for periodic functions, the function Taylor series, Maclaurin series is applicable only for differentiable and continuous function. But Fourier series is applicable even for discontinuous function with finite discontinuity. That's the basic difference. things. So these are some lifelong learnings that you're going to get. So that you have to explain. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll give you one more question. That will be the last question for maxima. Now you identify whether it is maxima minima or it is Lagrange's method to be solved, and then tell me what is the answer. From the question, it will be clear to you that which method you have to use. Take it down. Find the extreme value of the function. Extreme value of the function sin x plus sin y, sin x plus sin y, sin x plus sin y plus sin of x plus y, sin x plus sin y plus sin x plus y. Yeah, that's it. Find the extreme values of the function sin x plus sin y plus sin x plus y. So which type of question it is, by which method you are going to solve?
Minimum.
Maximum.
Maximum. Because there are two variables and there is no extra condition. So try to solve and see who gets the answer first. By then, I will take our attendance. And tomorrow, what should we do? That also you tell me. At 9:30, should we take a lecture, or I should? Yeah. Yes.
मैम एक बार like revision का lecture हो सकता है क्या?
All units.
Yeah, like fast revision kind of. Not everything in detail.
Okay.
What by the point of view of MCQs kind of.
Yes. Okay. What exactly the thing you are asking now? We are going to do that in crash course. But you want it for Viva? You are saying?
No, ma'am. I was asking
for final exam. From
yeah.
Final exam point of view, na? So we have already planned a crash course for you. The prelim exams will be there, na? 50 questions. And yes, for maths also there are 50 questions only. They are saying no 30 questions. 50 questions you have to answer. 60 will be given, out of which 50 should be correct. Then you get out of marks. Okay. So we are planning a prelim exam in next week, I suppose. In that, before that, suppose maths paper is tomorrow, then today we are going to plan the crash course. So let me first stop the recording. Today's lecture is actually complete. You try to solve this example simultaneously. Yeah.
Pi by 3.
Yes, very good. Who's got this answer? Who's got this answer? Who's got this answer? Sandesh. Yes. Others, have you got that answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Sandesh, can you share your screen, your notebook?
Notebook? मैं आता रफ मध्ये केलंय.
So you take 2 minutes and try to write it nicely. Only the equations till what you get, P is pi by 3. RT minus S square, everything students will do, and I'm going to send the notes also. So try to share your screen and show the equation that you are getting, and you have to solve the equation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So by then, what I was saying, that in the next week we are planning crash course. So that time we will revise all 4 units and all subjects are going to do that. So if tomorrow is your exam of maths, then previous day will be your crash course, and depending on that, you will be answering your MCQ exam, which will be of 1 hour. 60 questions will be given to you, out of which you have to answer 50 correct ones. Same pattern like university. Okay. And if you want tomorrow, I've already told you what I'm expecting in Viva. I want the lifelong learning PO to be satisfied through this mode of Viva and communication. So these 2 things I'm going to stress on more, that how you are going to apply the things that we have studied for your entire engineering or maybe afterwards also. Okay. The way knowing the geometry, trigonometry from your high school is help you to do the things in engineering. Same way, this derivatives will be useful whenever there is rate of change, or Fourier series will be applicable if there are discontinuous functions which are periodic. Then the 3rd unit that we did was partial derivative, so it is useful for rate of change with more than one independent variable. Jacobi is an actually application of partial derivative where we can find errors, we can find approximation, we can find maxima, minima, we can find partial derivative of implicit function. Whatever we have done, the theory concepts of it, which will be used for your entire engineering 4 years degree. Okay, so that's what I'm going to ask, nothing more than that. So you should be prepared with that. Discuss within yourself. If you have any doubt on any topic, how this to be used, where to be used, and you are not understanding, you can ask me. Tomorrow I will keep that 1 hour or half an hour session for it, and then I will. All the students will be present during that Viva session also and listen to the questions which are asking, so that remaining students will get the feel of it. And obviously, I will ask the good students to give the Viva tomorrow.
Ma'am, करू का present?
Yes. Sandesh is presenting his screen and he will show the equations which he's got, with the help of which P is equal to pi by 3 is what? Where is Sandesh? होत नहीं है? होता है.
झाली का मैम?
होती रे, काय करणार? It's not showing. Wait, let me pin you. What you have written your name as? Sandesh only?
Yes, Sandesh.
हो रहा है present उसका.
Let me check. Yes. Can you see students now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Just zoom it if it is possible. So just see what has got the equations as del by del x is cos x plus cos x plus y, and cos y plus cos of x plus y is equal to 0, the partial derivatives. When you compare the two, you get cos x is equal to cos y, which is possible if x is equal to y. Okay, then you put that x is equal to y in one of the equation. So it is cos x plus cos of x plus y is cos of 2x, that is cos 2x is equal to minus cos x. Minus cos x can be written as cos of pi minus x, and therefore 2x is pi minus x, and x is therefore equal to pi by 3. Is that clear to everyone? And x is equal to y, so y is also pi by 3, and therefore that's your point, which is pi by 3 comma pi by 3. Clear to everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's the reason we are getting the point P to be pi by 3. What you have to do ahead, if this question was theory question, you have to find RT minus S square should be greater than 0, and R turns out to be less than 0, and therefore you get the maximum value. And what's the maximum value? Can anybody tell me the maximum value? Somebody wrote in the chat box, I suppose. Maximum is 1 plus root 2.
Should it be 3 root 3 by 2?
Yes, 3. See, what's the value of...
root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 plus 2.
Correct. Because your function is sin x plus sin y plus sin of x plus y. So x is pi by 3. So sin pi by 3 plus sin pi by 3 plus sin 2 pi by 3. What is sin 2 pi by 3?
Root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2.
So 3 times root 3 by 2 is your final
3
answer.
root 3 by 2.
Okay, just a second. Why the screen is not visible? Just a second. I've pinned him.
Ma'am?
Yeah. Just a second.
What if...
I
was talking about this Viva. What if tomorrow's Viva would be considered just as trial? Can we take tomorrow's Viva just as trial, not considering is that what we can say for evaluation, and take on some another day the final Viva, so that everyone can get an idea regarding what questions would be asked and what is the...
Sure, not a problem at all. But suppose it goes, 1 second, let me stop the recording first.